The Steve Dangle Podcast with your hosts, Steve Dangle, Adam Wilde, and Jesse Blake.
Let's go!
Hello, everybody. That's so great. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you so much. Listen, how many of you have ever actually been to a live podcast before? Like 2 or 3? Okay, yeah.
3.
So just so you know, like before we get started here, we don't want this to be like a poetry recital. We want this to be loud and obnoxious and that sort of thing. So I'm gonna say this. How do you feel about the San Diego Gulls? Oh. Yeah. All right. How do we feel about the Barracuda? Yeah. All right. We got a crowd tonight. Everybody, welcome. Thank you so much. Our first live show outside of Canada. Woo! Unbelievable.
That is very not true.
Is it not?
No,
when did we do a live show?
Oh,
We did one in Nashville. Yeah.
2 seasons ago.
At least our second or third.
What boots for Nashville?
Yeah.
Well, I don't blame them. Guys, welcome. We're so excited that you're here. This is really, really cool. I never really thought that we'd get to the stage in our careers where we'd be able to go to Northern California and do a show, a watch along for a team that's away. Like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
So thank you for being here. And thank you to the Sharks organization. Sharks and Barracuda have been amazing to us. So give them a big round of applause. Talk about a group of people that want to do things differently. It's awesome. It's awesome. So anyway, yeah. So first things first, let's get this out of the way. You're here tonight. You're probably going to win some stuff. We got some giveaways. I want you to go see Itzel at the side here, just over here on the computer. Get your raffle or not on the computer. Sorry, with the Sharks jersey on. My apologies. It's a good start.
You picked
It's a
any
good start.
random woman and said, "I bet it's her." Wow.
Get yourself a raffle ticket because we're going to be giving stuff away throughout the intermissions and that sort of thing. And I just want to say that one more time. How do we feel about the San Diego Gulls? Yeah, that's right. Now, listen, we're in the TechCU Arena right now, and for anybody that's not here, it's kind of it's a labyrinth. It's so much ice. It's
massive, absolutely massive.
And you know what's crazy is that like people can just walk in and watch the Barracuda practice anytime,
Whatever they want.
Or
the Sharks.
Or the Sharks.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
You don't have to inform these people. They
No, I
are
know.
aware.
I'm aware, but I'm doing a show for more than just these people. There's going to be people listening to this. You have to understand.
I'm not.
For
Just you.
For people that play into the crowd, sucking up to the crowd.
I don't care about the people that are here right now.
You got to do the Springfield Shelbyville thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Come on.
I just have to say, for somebody from Canada, it's what a shock. You could just walk in and do that. You can't do that in Toronto. You can't do that in Montreal. You can't do that in any city in Canada.
No, I was saying, like the Ford Performance Center, which they have in Toronto, the ice is really good and everything, but it's more of a place where you come and go. This feels like a hub. This feels like a place where you can kick off your shoes, put on some skates, and stay a while.
Yeah.
It's not quite the same. The bigger shock for me was the 30-degree heat.
Oh.
Sorry. 87-degree heat.
87. I don't know what that is.
It's
All right, let's end the debate. Celsius wins over Fahrenheit.
Celsius.
Oh.
It makes more sense. It makes more sense. 0 is freezing. How does that not make sense?
Yeah, no, 36. 36.
What is that?
Oh, it's 32.
Number?
I believe
32.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
I believe
I'm
we-
just swinging and missing and everything tonight.
I believe we settled this debate in February, and it's Celsius forever now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yes.
That's how it
That's what
works.
the Four Nations was about.
That's
right?
what it was for.
So obviously we're here
That went
tonight.
over like a wet fart here. But I bet at home it killed.
We're here tonight, obviously, for the away game between the Barracuda and the San Diego Gulls. We are here again tomorrow for the Leafs versus the Sharks, which is going to be great. And then Friday we've got the Abbotsford Canucks in town. And then Saturday it's Canucks Barracuda again, and then Rangers Sharks. So there's a lot of hockey coming up.
Just a little bit.
That's great.
Are any of you going to be at the Leafs game tomorrow night?
Yeah. Wow. All right. Wow. Did you just call? I'm sorry. Did you call it a Leafs game?
It is a Leafs game. Let's be honest.
They know the Sharks are going to be there.
Yeah.
The scheduled live.
For the Sharks.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, how did it feel for you guys when the Sharks walked into Toronto and kicked the Leafs' ass a couple weeks ago? Yeah. We were all there, and it was, man.
Yeah, no shootout losses.
That's right.
Me and my big mouth. Yeah, you're welcome. You're friggin' welcome.
Damn. What's Liljegren? What about him? Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's not
Jimmy
Liljegren
Gold.
anymore. It's Liljegren.
I was like,
So
why
that's
are
a
they saying
big
it
change
like
for
that?
us. Yeah. He never said anything in Toronto about that. I know,
Why
but he came here and he's like, no, this is my real name.
Dude, Nikolai Kulemin changed the spelling of his name. Andreas Janssen changed the spelling of his name all after they left Toronto. Like, they're not buying into the whole Canadian stereotype. If you just tell us, we'll be like, we're really sorry about that. We'll change it, no problem.
Right.
No, they're just like, yeah, you know what? Just call me the wrong thing for like, I don't know, half a decade.
You know, we had the president of the Sharks, Jonathan Becker, on today, and he deserves a round of applause.
Our team's president doesn't get that reception.
Yeah, that's great. And I'll tell you this, what was crazy is he said, listen, I want people to come here and be themselves. And it truly does kind of feel like that just from the name. We talked to Ethan Cardwell it was yesterday.
Yeah.
Man, you're going to see him tonight. What a guy.
Rock star.
Has
Like,
his
the
own
dude's awesome.
podcast. Would not be allowed where we're from. Like these are the kinds of things. It's like, man, it's like we're in the future. Because 10 years from now, everybody else is going to be doing all this stuff, and the Sharks are going to be Sharks and Cuda are going to be on to new things. What's the next?
A couple cups deep.
Yeah. Oh, it sure feels that way, doesn't it?
Yeah. 4 trips to the Stanley Cup final deep. Leafs have to get a couple also.
Yeah.
No? All right. Well, I tried. I tried to make it happen.
What's that?
Yeah, the Leafs cups.
Oh, cups.
Old,
Yeah.
but we have them.
Yeah, they're old. Yes.
Cups, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like the pictures are so old. They're like AI.
Yeah. There were
Like-
6 teams.
There's 6.
Like I've been
teams,
in intramural leagues that have more than 6 teams. Like it doesn't really count.
Yeah, Jesse and I's hockey against each other. It's like the same.
It's like the
Yeah.
same.
We are the same.
Yeah. So
Indeed.
6 teams.
Just to give an example, the last time the Leafs won the Cup, it was about 12 years after they invented the slap shot. And I'm not kidding. Like,
Yeah, it was 2 years before they invented the moon landing.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Still,
Yeah.
Love a third round victory.
That would
I
be
would love a
nice.
third round appearance
yeah.
at all.
Hey, so it's interesting. If you want to listen, you guys say, oh, well, you guys, like you Toronto people, you have cups. We want one here. You guys have a third round victory. That's, I think, a really important thing. We've never had one. Never in Toronto's history.
Well, so apparently they had one in like the 30s or something, and people were very angry when we said that. And I'm here to tell you, that doesn't count anymore.
No.
It was over 80 years ago. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. If your great-grandfather was on the team, it counts. If you don't have a blood relative who was on one of those teams, doesn't freaking count. Never happened.
So one of the things that we're sort of learning around here is, first off, we got the full tourist experience. Got off the plane, checked into the airport, or checked into the hotel. Did not check into the airport.
Yeah.
And should have had a coffee beforehand. Yeah, I know. It keeps going. It keeps getting better. And
The people are loving it.
You wouldn't believe how touristy we got. We rented some bikes. And we went, we got an oh my
Right
God
from
at the back.
Oh my God.
That took 10 minutes because I had to download the Lyft app. And then I had to scan the bike, which we don't have, or we do have those
We have
bikes.
the
but it doesn't
exact
work.
same system in Toronto, and Adam just doesn't use it.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
like,
you know,
that's
it's
not a
this
new
thing in Toronto. It's called cold, right? It kind of sucks.
No. You didn't know how the app worked.
And then we rolled over to, was it Whole Foods or Trader Joe's?
Trader Joe's.
Trader Joe's, yeah.
Which
I love
is a
Trader
very big
Joe's.
deal for us.
Yeah, we don't have one of those.
Yeah.
No.
My girlfriend makes day trips to Buffalo just to go to Trader Joe's.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She does it like twice a year.
So are you guys like Trader Joe's people? Like, do you guys? You do. Okay. So here's what I've heard about Trader Joe's. It's super weird. Is that they will have a product, people will fall in love with it, and they'll be like, it's never going to be available again.
Yeah. Yep.
How do they get away with that? That's great. You guys keep going back. We're like, well, there might be something else I could fall in love with. It's manipulation. Okay.
Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
Because he betrays you. That's a good one.
Trader
That
Joe.
was a really good one.
Everybody's still laughing.
They're still laughing.
It just goes all the way back of laughing.
know what?
Oh my God,
Everybody's
guys.
laughing.
I liked
Calm
it.
down.
I
Calm-
liked it.
That's enough. That's enough.
I liked it. We also got to talk to William Eklund today. Yeah. What a dude. What a guy.
What a beauty.
Yeah,
Absolute
really great.
beauty.
He said to us afterwards, he's like, that's the first time I've done like a fun interview in English. And we're like, oh, that's cool. Like, because most of them are professional. It's like post-game. How do you feel? You scored a bunch of goals. You're the first star. You're super cool. Yeah, good.
And what I loved about it is before we turned the cameras on, we're like, don't worry, we're not going to like talk to you about the Leafs or anything. And then he let slip that he trained with William Nylander in the summer. We're like, what's he like? Immediately, what's he like? Went
They
right
all
into
know
it.
each other. All the Swedes. They just hang out all the time.
He plays video games with
Sandin.
Fabian Zetterlund and whose number I stole and Rasmus Sandin.
They're booing you.
Do we
I know.
get to talk about that?
What? He's gone.
When you take someone's number who's currently active,
neither.
and then you put your own name on the back, that's a
Show them-
jersey
show them
foul.
your jersey.
That is a 100% a jersey
Yeah, what do we
foul.
think? Too soon. Too soon.
Woo! The only
do that.
number 20 in town. This guy.
Do that.
Hey, you traded a good player to the Senators. I get his number. That is your payment. That is your payment. I did not enjoy him getting traded to the Atlantic. Wrong ocean. Wrong ocean. I wish he was the Shark too, believe
Are you
me.
suiting up tomorrow night?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Anything the boys need. Anything they need. And anything to help the Leafs also.
Oh yeah.
I should also mention that during today's podcast, Mike Ricci walked by and was chirping us, that's a legend right there. That's a legend. I have a question. Was anybody in attendance when the Leafs and Sharks played in the playoffs? Anybody here? You were there. Okay.
Wow.
So I got to know. Just
year
yell it
was
out.
that?
Just yell it out. That was 94, right?
94.
Yeah. So tell me, what were games like that like back then versus what they're like now? Place was
Place
electric.
was electric. The whole city was teal. Teal.
The whole Bay Area is teal.
Area was teal.
That's so cool.
That killed me. He really.
How did it end?
How did that end?
It ended with the Leafs getting killed by the Canucks in the third round.
Oh,
That's how it ended.
without a third round victory.
That's right.
Leafs and Sharks had the same amount of third round victories that year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't woo. I don't think that we're both sad. Hey.
Is anyone here not a fan of the Sharks? Like, do you root for? Oh, we got big hand here. What?
Who do you like?
No, your hand went right up.
You're about to get
You're
booed.
like me.
Oh,
You're
boy.
about to get booed. All right. What's your?
Boo! Penguins! Boo!
What? What are you doing here? Did you bring security?
Adam, there's no one else here. What do you think of Kyle Dubas? There's no one else here. It's important you know that.
I'm sure he'd be a really nice guy if we met him.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I have met him. He's taller than both of us.
But, well,
Not
most,
him.
Most not well. That's
Not him.
Most people. Yeah.
Oh! Hi. Didn't see you there.
So, okay, how did you become a Penguins fan? Are you from Pennsylvania, moved here?
No, when I was in grad school, I got dragged to bars for our study groups.
You got dragged to bars. That's my
Yeah, I'm
story
sure you
too.
hated
Had to be
it.
dragged
Must have
to
been
My story
brutal.
too.
And I find football really boring, and Marc-Andre Fleury was doing his shit in net.
Oh,
Marc-Andre Fleury.
it was Flower.
And then became a Penguins fan, and
Wow.
there's a women's league up here that plays.
Oh wow.
That's great. Amazing.
That's awesome.
What did
Yeah.
you name your team in the women's league here? Okay, you didn't
That
call
means
them,
it's dirty.
You didn't call them the Pens, did you? Just throwing that out there. Okay. Okay, yeah,
they're
that's
all-
yeah,
Oh.
that's so funny. So just to
Wow.
repeat for anybody that didn't hear, she became a Pens fan because she didn't really like the other sports that people were watching, and Marc-Andre Fleury was on TV, and like most people, How do you not fall in love with Marc-Andre Fleury
Yep.
and whatever team he's playing for? Oh, well, I mean,
a
a
lot
few
of
people.
Oh, that's how. Well, it's great when you get an immediate answer. You know, how
Nobody
do you
tell
not?
Alan.
Oh,
Yeah, nobody tell Alan.
Yeah, right, right. Well, that's awesome. So, okay, so we've got one Pens fan here. Anybody else?
I see a Preds jersey.
Oh, there is a Leafs
a
jersey.
Leaf
here.
jersey.
Hey. Oh,
Curtis Gabriel.
I love it. We got another
We
Leafs
got a
jersey
few
and an Austin
Matthews.
Matthews. Wow.
Sick.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, and a Kyle Wellwood.
Hey.
I saw you downstairs.
That deserves a round of
What a
applause.
legend.
Yeah,
Awesome.
that's crazy. That's
True
cool.
legend.
Now, are you guys okay? So my question is, are you guys like Sharks fans and Leaf fans? Because some people have Eastern and Western teams. What do you got, buddy?
No, a lot of shaking the heads.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, thank you.
We're kind of annoying.
You know what? Clip that for the next time the Leafs get mad at us. We could be like, there's a guy in California who likes the Leafs purely out of, I think, pity for us.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
It
Look
is
what we're
nice.
doing for you, Leafs.
Yeah, yeah.
People feel bad enough for us that they bought your jersey.
We're spreading the gospel of heartbreak. It's great. I'm
No,
glad.
send that to Shanny.
That's awesome. Uh-huh.
Buffalo number one? I think we can all boo you.
Yeah, don't hurt this man. He's already hurt enough.
He
That's true.
got to cheer for
Yeah.
Dominic Hasek, which I never did.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you from Buffalo? Are you from Buffalo?
It has to be from I was playing hockey when I was 7 years old.
Oh.
Basically, the guy that taught me hockey gave me a Buffalo jersey.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Guy that taught you hockey gave you a Sabres jersey. That's okay. And they were good back then, to be fair. Hasek and stuff, yeah. 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 Hey, we can relate. And then what are the other two? Okay.
Number 2.
Oh.
Carolina. You just follow Brent Burns from town to town.
Oh,
Brent
really?
Burns follows you?
No, he means like. No. It doesn't mean literally.
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't mean
No,
literally?
he doesn't
I
mean
believed
literally.
you.
Doesn't mean literally, Steven.
California, state of betrayal.
So one of the questions we got from the Barracuda team today was, should Steve start a teal room?
The room of truth?
The room of truth. Oh, a truth
The
room.
truth room.
The truth room.
or the room of truth.
Let me
the
say-
room of truth.
Let me say this.
Truther room.
One of the reasons we're here is because Steve last year started saying, you know what? The Sharks are doing it right before anyone else was. And it's funny because now everybody's like, yeah, the Sharks are killing it.
It was because they went on, what was a 7-game winning streak last December?
Yes.
And during that winning streak, Steve's like, they're going to do it. They're on their way
People
out.
are ignoring the truth and I won't have it.
You were really convinced they were making a run, and it was that winning streak and then nothing else.
Hey, they were all right for a bit.
For those 7 games.
And the butterfly effect is now we're a 5.5-hour flight from home.
Yeah. But you had, when you were talking to Brody Brazil a couple days ago.
Yes.
And yeah, you love Brody, right? We love Brody. What a great guy. And when he said, do you think that you could become like, you know, if you got an Eastern Conference team, could you have a Western Conference team, and could it maybe be San Jose? And what did you say?
You need blue to make teal. And then we looked it up, and that is literally true.
Yeah.
You
How
also need yellow.
Yeah, I was confused by
Yeah.
that. Like, to mix paint, teal paint. You're shaking your head. That's what I thought.
No,
There's
this is
2
landing
parts
well.
blue, 1 part green, and there was a smidge of yellow.
Yeah, Dad?
Yeah.
You're going to Home Depot to get those ingredients?
Also, I've gotten really into bird calls recently.
Yeah.
And, yo, we saw Canadian geese. I didn't know you had those.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
There are geese. They're just down here for temporarily.
Yeah, this is where they come
They're
and hang
coming
out.
back up.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
did not
they're
know.
coming with us.
So
Yeah.
when they
They're
say
as
they
annoying
fly
for you
south,
as they
that's
are
not
for
an
us,
old
I'm
wives'
assuming.
tale?
No,
yeah.
got it, okay.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. When they come up, when they get back, they get territorial because they start laying eggs. And then, they do that here?
Oh, wow.
They're a pain in the ass here?
A
That's
lot
great.
of Geese fans.
Yeah, a lot of
Lot of Cobra chickens.
What is that?
I do not like the Cobra chicken.
No.
It's
that?
it's an old internet meme about a guy who didn't know English very well, trying to describe his distaste for Canadian geese, but he didn't know what to call them. So he said, I do not like the Cobra chicken.
That is a deep cut.
It is, but they said it, not me.
Yeah.
Gosh
I
darn.
got it. I understood it.
Oh,
You
you
worked for
Man,
Reddit?
how do you know you're in Silicon Valley?
Yeah. No, we're walking around here and we're like, every business is like an app we know. There's
Yeah.
Adobe, there's Zoom, there's Reddit. Everything's just here.
PayPal.
Yeah. Everything's
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
I want to go to the Apple campuses tomorrow.
Yeah.
I want to go
Oh,
to
yes.
Cupertino and see
Hey,
that.
Stare at all the computers? Like, what are we doing?
Who wants to go to 23andMe? That's where Steve's DNA is stored. He did it.
Remember when you were like, Steve's 48% European? A little bit more. Just a smidge more.
So listen, tonight we just want to say first off, thank you all for being here. This is so cool that you were here. So cool that you're here. We are going to, the game starts here in a few minutes, so I got to wrap it up.
Do you want to take some questions?
Oh, do you want to do some?
Yeah,
I just want to just quickly run down the thing.
Come on!
All right.
You
So the
seem
game's
like
going to
you're
start
rapping.
here. We're all going to watch together, right? We're going to have a good time? Woo! Yeah, that's right. That's right. We're going to give some stuff away during the intermissions. You guys like giveaways, right? All right. Okay. And do you have any questions? Any questions that you've been dying to ask Steve or Jesse or myself? What are we giving away?
What are we giving
Oh.
away? That is a really, really good question.
And I got it
actually.
all. After the first period, we're going to give away 3 signed hats by us. Okay? After the second period, we got 2 game-used sticks. Studnika's stick from last year and Cole Castle's. And the Cole Castle's one is signed.
Yeah.
my
2
gosh.
Oshawa Generals.
That's right. And then,
Oh, that doesn't do as well here.
yeah, that's so
Okay.
weird.
Okay. Understood.
And then we've got, can you hold this for me? One side here. Here we go. We've got the Tigre Del Mar jersey, which is Roman Kanai's jersey, and Roman signed it. So, yeah, you got to
That's
stick
so
around.
cool.
Yeah, isn't that great? Yeah, very, very cool. Yeah, so listen, we're so excited that you're here with us. If there are any questions, we can get to. Yes, go ahead. What's your name? All right. Oh, you get a microphone. 5 minutes? Okay.
Hi, I'm Jules. This is just a funny question. What are your guys' thoughts on Erik Karlsson? Adam, we know how much you love him.
What are our thoughts on Erik Karlsson?
I-
Future and former Leaf that never was.
yeah, we know that.
And are you so excited for him to be a Leaf?
Am I excited for him to be a Leaf? He's not going to be a Leaf now because Dubas is the Penguins GM.
The Leafs really do feel like they're going old school, and by old school I mean they make the playoffs every year and get older and older and older.
Yeah.
And he feels like a early 2000s Leaf. He could be this generation's Ron Francis. Like some guy
yeah.
who came and played 12 games. And we were like, yeah, well,
He was a Leaf.
there's one game used jersey out there.
Yeah.
He never even ripped a stitch in it. Listen, he's still kicking it. He's still doing great numbers. He just can't defend. But that's always been the case.
And that's a team problem for the Pens, by the way.
He scored
None of them
100
can?
points. He
Yeah.
scored 100 points. Here.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want a player, doesn't matter what position they play, who scores 100 points?
Yeah.
Besides, Leaf fans.
Yeah. Here's the thing. The Leafs.
Well, he hasn't ever hit 100, so who am I talking about? Doesn't matter.
The Leafs have never, I don't think, had a defenseman as talented as Erik Karlsson. I think that's fair to say.
Justin Hall was here 5 minutes ago.
Boreas Salming,
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
Boreas
but
Salming.
Salming
Yeah.
was different, right? Salming was a freight train. I
Different
think-
era, too.
Yeah. I think with Erik Karlsson, you've got he's a brilliant offensive defenseman who I think would not fit in that great with Craig Berube's system. If I'm going to be honest with you.
Boreas Salming also had to deal with. You ever heard of line brawls? Okay. Boreas Salming had to deal with line ass beatings. Like the Flyers, like 5 of them would just mob one guy, and it was up to the Leafs to pull them all off him.
Yeah.
So it was a little difficult to reach 100 points.
Next question. Anybody? Here we go over here. What? You'll have to state your name first so everybody can say hi. We like a friendly.
Let's go, Jesse.
There you go, Jesse.
Woo!
All right, what's your name?
Yep. All right, I'm Josh.
Everybody
Hey,
say hi,
Josh.
Josh.
All right, let's get the Teal Truth Room started.
Oh.
When do the Sharks next make the playoffs, do you think? What season?
Oh. One sec. I need to connect with the truth. Because it's out there. I honestly, listen, I know the Sharks are very bare bones right now, right? Like they're trading guys who I didn't even think would be traded, like Zetterland. 24, way too old. Get him out of here, right? I don't think the rebuild is going to be as long as people think. There's outliers like Buffalo, for sure. quickly becoming an outlier is Philly. They got Michkov. We'll see how that goes. Get a friggin' goalie. But your centerpiece is here in Max Celebrini, Eklund, Smith. You have so many good, like, outside of the superstar pieces, which sounds insulting, but, like, you need those players, like guys who turn into your futures, Zach Hyman and stuff
Toffoli,
like that.
Wenberg.
Toffoli's a really good veteran to have.
Goudreau.
And this year's draft at the top, Caldwell, this year's draft at the top is cracked. I've had an opportunity to watch some of the OHL guys. Add something like a Michael Misa to this group. Oof, Maron.
Scary.
That's going to be
I'm
gonna
say I'm going to say, to answer your question very quickly, next season they're making a run at it, guaranteed the season afterwards, but I think they're going to be in the race.
They're
in the
You
race
didn't answer
next
the
year.
question at all, Steve.
2 years.
Yeah.
2027. Well, I think we're all picking.
I'm saying 2026 because they got $40 million to spend.
That's 2027.
Oh, no,
Next
I'm saying 25-26 is the season they do. Next season, they're making a run.
making the playoffs?
They're making a run.
No,
that's not what we asked.
Next season, let's go!
We're all in agreement that
All right.
27.
Now let's put the game on, everybody. We're so excited to watch with you. Thank you so much for coming, and it's about to start.
The Steve Dangle Podcast. Follow the guys on Twitter at Steve_Dangle, at Adam WYLDE, and at Jesse Blake. Connection complete.